The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
You know, there you got to read it to believe it. And even in reading it, it may well be you still don't believe it. A report, one of a number of investigations now underway, has reported back on whether personal census and COVID intel collected at Marae was misused for electoral purposes. Now, it's important to point out this particular report didn't have it within its scope to find out whether the marae did anything shonky. That is still to come. The marae, if you recall, was managed by Takutai Tash Kemp, also a Maori Party candidate. She went on to win the electorate by a handful of votes. What this report does find is proof beyond any shadow of a doubt that even when you stack the public service full of people the way the Labor government did, they're still incompetent. The head of Stats is going, he won't be reappointed. Each of the departments looked into, Stats, Health New Zealand, Ministry of Health, they've all been found hopelessly wanting. A combination of one, not really having any oversight on information that may or may not be protected, may or may not be inappropriately used, and two, when concerns were raised, still doing nothing about it. High trust models were in place. The high trust model, eh? Remember the golden Ardern Hipkins days of high trust models? It basically confirms the Public Service Commissioner's findings last week. Having had a good look at the public service, it isn't fit for purpose. It has got too many meetings, there are too many departments, we need a few gotten rid of, and if you designed it today, it wouldn't be like it is. No safeguards, no regard for privacy and the issues around privacy. The report is just a litany of uselessness. And remember, the alleged skullduggerous part, whether the Maori Party used some of this intel to help their election campaign, that outcome is still to surface. It's bad enough as it is. If they get pinged, it's a full-blown scandal. You potentially have a parliament made up in numbers in a way it should have been, basically, it shouldn't have been. At least one head's rolled, but you can't make this stuff up. It's gliding on, basically, isn't it? Gliding on, remember that. It's worse than most would have thought, and it's not even over. In fact, the worst may still be yet to come.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.